Everyone, Gary Sibbs here, back with day 2 final selections. They're a little bit late today, I've had a lot on. Currently in my garage doing my DIY. This is my garage that I'm turning into a cinema room. Should have been ready for Cheltenham. I haven't got it ready, I'm running behind. So on with day 2 selections. I hope you had a good first day, I hope you found some profit. I think Concertisa obviously cost everyone quite a bit of money down the line and saved the bookies a fortune. Always seems to happen with one, doesn't it? It brought back the memories of Annie Power. Okay, we start with the Ballymore Novices hurdle. One that I think you've got a few horses in there that are real. It's a small field but really good quality this year. I think that Bob Ollinger is the most likely winner, but with him being favourite, and I've already backed him at a bigger price, he's not going to be my bet today. I'm actually going to play 1 point each way. It would be like sort of small stakes on Kescon Risk. He'll be my final selection today, and the one I'll be having a small play on. Moving on to the Brown Advisory, what used to be the old RSA, and Monkfish is obviously a red hot favourite here, but far too short for anybody to be backing. So I'll be leaving him alone for now. I'm going to play 2 in this. I'm going to have two little stabs betting without the favourite. I'm going to take Dicky Diver at 7 to 1. He will be kind of a 2 point bet for me. And I'm also going to go 2 points each way. This isn't without the favourite, this is just 2 points each way on Eclat de Rire. People will know that is a horse that I put up on the preview evening as my each way bet, and I still think Eclat de Rire can come in to the places. So there'll be my 2 bets. 2 bets in the old RSA. Moving on to the Coral Cup. There's a lot of horses in here that I fancy, to be honest. There's a lot of big prices. First one I'm going to put up is Nelson River at 100 to 1. Sky bet 7 places. I think he might have actually come in ever so slightly, so if he has, still take that price. I think as long as he's plus 66 to 1, it's worth a bet. But I got him at 100 to 1 around an hour ago, and just a small, like 1 point each way for me, but I just think he's overpriced. Another one that I think is overpriced in this is Witness Protection. 28 to 1, so I've had a 1 point each way on Witness Protection as well. And the third one that I think is an half decent price is Dysart Diamond. So there's 3 horses there for you that in my opinion are overpriced. I've had around a 1 point each way on all 3 of them, as I do with a lot of the handicaps. And you know, if you had to nail me down to one, I'd probably go for the big one, just for the bigger money, and just have a little each way play on Nelson River. Moving on to the main race of the day, the 305, the Champion Chase, and we've got a red hot favourite in Chacun Pour Soi. Now I'm just going to bring up the prices here because when I looked this morning, I actually thought that Chacun was actually backable, and it's not very often that I fancy favourites to be backable. It's currently 5 to 6, and I think that's best price. I actually think Chacun's a knocking bet at 5 to 6. He should be as short as Monkfish because he's a country mile better than these in behind. And I think the only reason he is that price is obviously the unknown quantity of Cheltenham, but I just don't see it being a problem with him. And this would be an absolute max bet for me on Chacun Pour Soi today. I'd just load up on him big style because I really fancy him. And for me, he should be around the 2 to 5 mark. I think he's miles better than this. If you didn't want to back a favourite and you were looking for something each way in the race, I think there's a few in there. As people know, I put up First Flow for the race, but that was at 100 to 1 before he beat Politolog. He's now into 14 to 1 and on ground, 16 to 1 and on ground that's probably not ideal for him. I'm even going to have a look what my cash out is on that 100 to 1 bet because I just don't fancy him on today's ground. But we'll see. I'm not a big lover in cashing out, so it'll have to be quite significant for me to take it. But at 100 to 1, we will take a look. Yeah. So sorry, just the other bet in the race. I think a complete forgotten horse could be. I mean, Put the Kettle On for me should have gone at the mares. She always seems to run well at Cheltenham. I get that, but for me, she should have gone at the mares because I think she'd have been a really good favourite, and I would have backed her in the mares. Nube Negro, I'm afraid, is a horse. I know Dan Skelton's really bullish about him, but I just can't have him here. The 2 that I think are overpriced are Rouge Vif and Notebook. I think they're both 25 and 33 to 1, respectively. I just think they're both overpriced, and I wouldn't put you off having a little each way dabble on them. Probably go Notebook. We'll have an each way dabble on Notebook. We'll just keep that to the 1 point each way. But like I say, I would have a max bet on Chacun to win. Moving on, again from that, we've got the cross-country chase. Cross-country is a race I really can't get my teeth into this year. I'm going to have a bet on Tiger Roll, and it's from the heart, not the head. So I have no interest in the cross-country whatsoever. It'll be just, like I say, a sentimental bet on Tiger Roll for me today. Onto the Grand Annual at 4:15. There's again a big field. You can get 6 places with Sky Bet. 2 I'm going to put up here are a shooter at 28 to 1. Like I say, 6 places on Sky Bet. That would be an each way double for me. Again, just 1 or 2 points each way. No major play on that. And I'm going to put a win bet up on Zanzar. Just bring up the price. I've lost the price on this one. Zanzar will be just a 1-point win, real small one. I think it's a hard one to win this race, and I do see a lot of people tipping up Chosen Mate because of Jordan Gainford being on board, and he's a horse that I can't put anybody off fancying. But Zanzar is currently 9 to 1 for Philip Hobbs, so he would be my most likely winner. On to our champion bumper, final race of the day, obviously. I think this is a red hot renewal. I think it's a very good renewal. I think there's some excellent horses in here, especially at the front of the market. Your Sir Gerhard and your Kilcrut. But the horse I'm going to put up here is LS Bell. I'm going to have a double LS Bell, 20 to 1 each way here. Harry Skelton had been talking to a jockey, Sean Quinlan, who mentioned on our preview night on Saturday that Harry was quite bullish about the horse, thought it was one of his better rides this week, and I liked what I heard, so I am going to have a little double on LS Bell each way in the champion bumper. Alright, good luck if you're following. Have a cracking day. I hope you win some money. If you don't and you're down from yesterday, don't go chasing your bets. Bet sensible, and I hope you have a good day. Cheers, everyone.